All righty. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Joining us live from wherever you are on this special day that we're going to be talking. I don't know why my head is looking like
Okay, sorry about that. I think Coach is having a glitch with his network, and so we'll just give him some moment. He'll be here with us. All right. So, like I said earlier, Bookpreneur is a very lucrative niche.
I need my go back. Somebody stop me.
Okay.
Why that is what's going on here. Okay. I'm not allowed to put on my video. Somebody said you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it. Who is the host? I don't know how this is going. All right, if you can hear me then, let's just do this stuff. Sometimes the techies, especially when I'm in Nigeria, can be a bit dicey because the internet goes on and off anytime it pleases it. Today, we are going to be talking about the Bookpreneur business. I'm just going to go straight to business. Hopefully, we can finish on time, better than yesterday's time. We are 30 minutes over, which is not bad, considering where we're coming from. So today, we're going to be talking about the Bookpreneur business as one of the 5 streams of businesses that we chose to teach in this edition or this cohort of the Fish for Life program. You are blessed to be one of the set of people who are taking this whole thing 100% free. We don't know if this is going to ever continue like that, but we are going to have the program continuous. The format will change as we continue to go. The emphasis is to look for a model that allows for most participation, most action taking. And if we feel that maybe making it 100% free is not making people take some actions, we might change that model as we go. But for now, and this cohort, everything is 100% free. Today, for those of you who have chosen that you want to be in the Bookpreneur niche, what we're going to cover today is what we're doing all week. How to select a niche in your Bookpreneur business. And then we are going to write a book from beginning to the end, because while we are going to go to product creation next week, I wanted to already have the ability to create at least a product in your business, which is a book. There's going to be many things you create as a bookpreneur. You're going to be creating courses from your books. You're going to be creating training materials. You're going to be creating all sorts of different products when we get there next week. But today is to acquaint you with the bookpreneur business, and then hopefully take about 20 to 30 minutes to actually walk you through the process of creating a book, so that we can have an assignment for this week where you're going to be submitting your first book as part of this cohort, not the ones we have done last week or last month, but the brand new one that you're going to do beginning from today. So let me go straight to the, I don't know what happened to my PowerPoint, because this is it. All right, let's get to it. So a bookpreneur business, creating a sustainable income stream from writing, publishing, and marketing your books for profit, even if you have 0 technical skills. And when I say sustainable income stream, I actually mean plural. Every business we are teaching, they have multiple streams of income. Writing a book for money also has its own multiple streams of income that we'll cover as part of our curriculum over the next 12 weeks. So commercial authorship is another name they call it. That's probably the most popular name. I like Bookpreneur because I want to see it as a business. You are in business of writing books. So in today's digital age, there are countless opportunities for writers to publish and market their work across a variety of platforms. Unlike in the olden days where you write a book, you're waiting for a publisher to help you get it out. You spend a lot of money, you spend a lot of energy, and then at the end of the day, you are still broke, even when your book comes out. But today, all of that has been taken care of. You can literally write a book today and have it live on 50,000 bookstores globally at literally no expense, or very minimal expense that we're going to be teaching you about. You can write a book now without a publisher, without an agent. You can get it live on Amazon.com in the next 24 hours. You can get your books into Barnes & Noble, which is supposed to be the highest level of bookstore. That in those days, before you can even be thinking about getting your books on Barnes & Noble, you have to be at a certain level of success. But now you can make it happen. You can put your book on Walmart online with essentially zero investment on your part. The terrain has changed. So whether you're interested in writing books, articles, blog posts, or any other type of content, there are numerous avenues for monetizing your writing skills, which is really what Bookpreneur is. As a writer, your ability to craft engaging and informative content can be all right. I'm back. The internet keeps failing, so it's such a frustrating experience. But we will not whine about it. We're going to do what we got to do. I was talking about how with the right tools and resources, my audio is on, you can establish yourself as a successful commercial author and build a thriving business around your writing talents, even if you have no talents. With the tools we are going to put in your hands, you will be able to write a great book at any time that you want. Even when you have no inspiration, you have something that is always inspired. All you need to do is ask it to do something, to find inspiration to give you. And we're going to be talking about that. So what exactly is a bookpreneur? I'd like to define before we go deep. They also call it commercial authorship business. But what exactly is it? A commercial authorship business refers to the creation, publication, and marketing of written content, such as books, articles, blog posts, for the main purpose of generating recurrent income. It is your business to make money from what you write. In other words, you are writing books primarily for commercial profits, not for literary acclaim. It is absolutely critical for you to understand this if you want to make money with this. Don't get it confused about you being an author. You are not an author for the sake of it, where you are trying to write a book that is over deep and you want people to give you a Nobel Prize. That's not your business. Right now, you want to sell books, you want to write and sell books in a way that will become your business, as if you're a lawyer who goes to court and who argues court cases, or you're a doctor who treats patients. That is what bookpreneur business is. All you do is you write books and you position it to make money for you and you keep it moving, right? It is important. The authors in this type of business are often self-employed or work for publishing companies, and their primary goal is to produce high-quality content that appeals to a specific target audience who are willing and able to pay. You see me underline that. Those who are willing and able to pay for your books. So when you are deciding what book to write, you have that in mind. You don't just wake up and say, I want to write this book because you can. But now you can write any book you want. But as a bookpreneur, before you start writing, you already have a market in mind. You already know people who are looking for those type of books. And if you don't know, you do the research, which we are going to show you how to figure all of that out. In commercial authorship business or blogpreneur business, the authors must not only focus on marketable content, but also on the viable marketing and distribution strategies of their work. They are not just writing books. You are in business. So you are going to focus on the marketing side of your writings, as well as how am I going to distribute my book. And we're going to show you how to do that all online. That is where that 1 or 2 hours I say you have to spend in every business. That is where it's going to go. And this niche is appropriate for literally any profession. You're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you don't have a job, you are whatever, you are a crypto person. This niche, this business vocation.
Sorry about that break. It's a little glitch. It's a network challenge. So coach will be back soon. Thank you.
All right, are we back? Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, sir. Loud and clear, sir.
Right. Let me drink my juice first. Since Mr. Nepa will not let me agree. So let me drink juice and be okay. All right. Where is, I just use all right again. Can do help your accounting? Okay.
I'm here, sir.
Let me go and look for her first. Now, me and her, they do this class. Where is she at? Somebody find out for me. Yes, so where is Reverend Akoni? He has disappeared on me since we started this. I say, I will be there with you 24/7. Pastor Stephen, step up, step up. Motoni Baba won't serve, no go sleep. All of us, we don't enter this thing together. I think Shala has run away. Is she here? I saw her just now. All of us don't enter. Okay.
Hello, sir. We could not enter before. That was the problem. Well, now
you have entered. You will continue to join us. So we look for you yesterday. We didn't see your through. Let me see. Where's Pastor Araba?
Today too.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for her. So as a bookpreneur, you want to focus not just on writing the books, you want to focus on writing marketable content. I've seen some of you, especially those who did the boot camp with us about a month and a half ago or so. You just kept writing books. I look at your title and I had to ask some of you, if you are not the one that wrote this, will you want to go pay money for it? Your book is not sexy, the title is not attractive, the content is not something I think anybody wants to pay for. Then what are you doing? That's intellectual masturbation. Nobody cares how well researched your book is. As a bookpreneur, you're writing a book to sell. Meaning, before you write the first line, you are focusing on, is somebody going to pay for this? And you will learn how to do the research in a minute, how to do that. Okay, very, very important to put profitability or marketability of your books at the front of your mind, not at the back. I had one of my friends was showing me a book, great book, but I look at the title. The title was the Half of the World, and beautifully designed too. I'm like, okay, what is half of the world? I could not understand what that book was about just by hearing that title. Then by probing her, I realized that this is a book about how women are not just supposed to be the other partner, but they themselves, they are the half of the whole world, and they have their contributions to make to humanity. It's about empowering women. It's about recognizing the power of women, and it's about how they do their stuff. I'm like, this is a great book. But you think if I see this title, Half of the World, I'm thinking geography to start with. So I'm not going to click to even see what you're talking about. So as a bookpreneur, you have to get out of the over stylistic title that sounds great, but that doesn't make any money, right? We're going to stay on topic. Bookpreneur offers the opportunity to share knowledge, stories, and ideas with a wide audience while building a successful business in the process. So the first question you may want to ask yourself, those of you who have picked this niche already, or some of you are still on the fence, you're not sure what niche you want to pick, your question is, can I really build a real business as a bookpreneur. And when I say real business, I'm talking about a business that has a name, a business that has a structure, a business that you can transfer, a business that you can sell, a business that you can will to your children. Not just something you do and make money. You're asking yourself that. The fact is that a lot of broke authors out there. In fact, most authors are broke. Forget what you see with the Wale cast of this world or Chimamanda Adichie. Most authors are broke ass people. You know why? Because they are not business, they are not bookpreneurs, they are authors. Their omega, their alpha and their omega is they come up with an idea, that's their alpha. Their omega is, oh, my book is published now. They don't think about the business of it, how to monetize the book, how to turn it into multiple streams of income. They don't even think about that. And somebody will tell you, I have 6 books, I've had it for 8 years, but then maybe the reality that is getting is never up to $100. That's an author. You are a bookpreneur, and you are not going to be broke if you follow the right things. In other words, you can actually build your online business to a 6-figure business. I don't like to talk this big figure because it sounds crazy. A 6-figure business means you are doing minimum $10,000 a month. It sounds crazy to you when you are listening. As at May last year, I was already at 7,200, 7,300 in monthly checks from Amazon. And I only had 17, but I didn't even know there was no ChatGPT there because I market my books. And then I lost that account. The whole different story we talk about when we come to how you publish and how you maintain your account. They claim that I had 2 accounts. And then the next thing I know, they canceled my whole thing and pulled down all my books. And I lost a $7,000 income, monthly income in one email. I protested. They claimed that I tried to deceive them because I had a second account that I had created for my daughter who published her own book. But for some reason, and then they also had created an account for me with a company called Create Space that I had before Amazon bought them. Long story short is you can get to 10,000 a month. And I wasn't even a bookpreneur. It was just something I was doing on the side. But I wasn't just an author putting a book there. I had a funnel to my book. I had 7 pillars of a proper business attached to my book writing. One of them is have the right mindset that I am writing books to make money. I'm not just writing to be popular. So I market my books to the right people. Some of my books, some of you have never heard about it. Some of you will be shocked to know that I'm one of the best-selling authors in the cooking niche. I'm the author of, believe it or not, what is the name of that series again now? The Africa's Most Wanted Recipes, which is just recipes about different tribes. I have Yoruba concussions that I started with. I'm a Yoruba man. I have the book concussions. I have Hausa Fulani concussions. I have Calabar concussions. And then I went international. And then I wrote Swahili concussions, Cameroonian concussion. I was going for every community in Africa. And I'm still going to do it. I stopped at 15 now, but the idea is to write about 50 of them. Because people love to buy recipe books, especially abroad. And when you market it to the right places, in the right place, you make your money. So those are part of the mindset. Knowing what to write, where to write. I can't even cook water, like I said 3 days ago. I will burn the pot. But people are buying my book. The only regret I had is I used my name, and I didn't really want to brand myself as a recipe writer. I want to focus on make money online and teaching people to make money online. So it sounds a little bit awkward. So I don't talk about it in public. I don't promote it, but I'm promoting it in back end to guys who are going to buy it. When you see the picture, you can even Google it now. Yoruba concoctions by Ope Banwo or Africa's Most Wanted Recipes. You're going to see they are all on Amazon. They are all on Barnes & Noble. They're in over 50,000 bookstores. And most of them I wrote by simple research and using this tool we're going to be talking about today. So if you have the right mindset, you select the right niche, you do product creation regularly. Your product is mostly going to be book and courses based on that book and webinars based on that book. I'm going to teach all of that. It's called multiple streams of income. And you're going to keep doing it the same way if you sell oranges. You're going to be going to market every weekend to go buy more oranges to sell. If you're a bookpreneur, you have to learn how to create books regularly. As a matter of fact, for those who are in the bookpreneur field in this cohort, your quota is 1 book a week. That's what I'm going to be marking as part of the other assignments you're going to get. You are going to be producing a book a week, and you're going to be publishing it on Barnes & Noble. You're going to be publishing it on Amazon. You're going to be publishing it on Kobo.com. You're going to be publishing it on Lulu. I'm going to give you the list. And I'm going to say every book that you publish must go to 10 of the sites. It sounds to you now, it is heavy. But this is something you can do. If you advert even 1 hour a day, that's 5 hours a week. You get it done. Product creation. Those who are not making money call themselves authors. Maybe they have 2 or 3 books. No, you don't have to be good. You have to be prolific. Universe could not resist even me right now. Right now, if you search me on Google Bookstore, I have over 106 or 107 book products there. More than 70 of those were created this year. This is war. You are at war now. You are a bookpreneur. And you might tell yourself books will get saturated. Guess what? With the advent of tools to write books faster, people are buying books more. Well, ask me, check it online yourself. Amazon distributed more money in 2023 than it distributed in 2022. And it's going to distribute more money this year than it did last year. Don't ask me where the money is coming from. People are buying or subscribing to book clubs for books they will never read, but they're paying the money. So book creation, you have to put that into your business. Funnel creation, you have to have a funnel for your books. Again, all of these are things we're going to cover in the next 12 weeks. So all of these are just, I'm putting it in your soul. Remember, I repeat it every day. Product launch, you have to learn how to launch your product. In this case, yours will be books or courses created from books, or audio books created from the book you wrote, as you begin to map out your multiple streams of income. Pastor Adeyemi, for instance, one of the first pastors to get it in Nigeria, but that was many years ago. And he ended up creating his own digital empire when people didn't even know what was going on. He wrote a book, he called it that book about money, the Parable of Money. Okay, from Parable of Money, he created audio version. From audio version, he created a course that is based on Parable of Money. And then he created a membership for Parable of Money for those of you following. He created like 7 different income streams from one book. So imagine you having 50 books out there and learning how to begin to create and to launch it out there in the marketplace. Number 6, list building. You have to learn how to build lists to be able to keep having a ready-made market to sell to. If you're in the weight loss list, for instance, there are people who are perpetually looking to lose weight. If you are consistent enough in writing books in that area, you are going to develop a following, because your book is not going to be anyhow books anymore. Your books are going to be thorough. They are going to be better than books written by professors. So this is not going to be yah books you are going to write, because you have a secret weapon that is smarter than the professors when it comes to getting content. The only thing that you need is the mindset to believe that you are an author. It's called imposter syndrome. And many of you will suffer through it. I never did, because I started writing a book a long time ago. But my point is that when you know you are not a writer, and somehow you have now produced a 140-page book that is so solid, now you're even afraid to tell your friends you wrote a book because they know you say you know smart like that. But you have to think beyond that. You have to force yourself to overcome that imposter syndrome, because your friends are not even the ones that will be your main customers down the road. They might help you with your first book. They'll be excited for you. But by the time you start churning it out and launching a book a month, they are no longer your customers. People are going to be buying your books. There are people you don't even know. I don't know anybody, but I'm sure most of you on this call have never bought any of my Africa's Most Wanted recipes. But guess what? On a bad month now, maybe I will get $200, $250 just from that. And I don't even promote it. I'm talking about some of those books. It's my biggest selling collection. But do I market it to my people on Facebook? No. They are not my market. If a Shola sees me post about that on my Facebook page, rather than buying to help me, she'll be stressing me. That's why when did you start cooking? But yesterday you burnt egg. It's what she'll be following me to drag. But the guys in Singapore who want to cook ogbono soup, who think it's some kind of delicacy because of the way I presented it in my email, they are buying my book. whether I can cook egg or not. They don't know who the hell I am. As far as they know, they are concerned, I'm the top chef in the whole of Africa. When you see the picture, I have a hat of a chef. My funnel is selling for me. List building. And finally, of course, email marketing, one of the most powerful weapons in your hand to sell your books. Again, I go over these 7 pillars of a successful business so that it continues to seep into your spirit. We are not doing all of this today. This is what we are doing over the next 12 weeks. There will be a week. Right now, we are on that pillar number 2, selecting a niche. By next week, all through the week, we are talking about creating product in your different line of businesses. The kind of products a freelancer needs to create is different from the kind of products a blogpreneur needs to create. It's different from what an affiliate marketer needs to create. That's why we separated the streams so that I can talk to you on a more specific level. So just to give you an idea, because this is not what this is about today, and I'm being very conscious of time. I'm at the 30-minute mark, so I'm still making good time, is to give you an idea, because some of you might be wondering, how will I sell these books? Maybe you have written some books before, and today maybe it's $4 you are getting every quarter. And this man is telling you can get to $1,000 a month easily. I don't want to talk those big figures, but you're not going to believe me anyway. So let's take with 1,000 only. 1,000 a month. After 1 year, you can get yourself that. And you're not believing me. Let me just give you some ideas about how you can monetize your books. We're not going to go deep at all. But one of them, for instance, is you can publish your book every time you publish a book. You publish it as part of the training. It's going to be part of your assignment. As a matter of fact, it is part of your this week's assignment. You are thinking it's hard now, but you're going to get it done. Just like I saw many people in freelancepreneur who are already creating their WordPress blog. The same people that told me 3 days ago is difficult. So you publish your book on Amazon. You publish it on Smashwords, Barnes & Noble, Kobo Life Writing, Apple Books, Google Play Books, Lulu.com, Draft to Digital, BookBaby, Wattpad. This is just 10 out of literally hundreds of self-publishing sites. Your book gets ready. One of the ways you are trying to monetize it is publish it on the site. When you put it on Lulu, for instance, Lulu puts it on about 20 other major bookstores. Plus, they have a service. If you want them to put out your book on 50,000 bookstores globally, they charge you only $5, $4.99. Not by bookstore, for all 50,000. It sounds crazy, but if you go to there now, they will tell you. Knowledge is only power when you apply it. So when you publish your books, I'm going to give you about 5 bookstores. And I'm going to insist as part of your assignment for that week, you publish your book there. Lulu.com is going to be one of them. Because I know that if you get to Lulu, Lulu will put it on about 20 other sites. And then for those of you who have little money, you pay $5, $4.99. They put your book on 50,000 bookstores. It does not mean you are going to start receiving the $7,000 a month kind of thing that I was doing right now. But over time, this thing begins to add up. You put it on BookBaby. You put it on Apple Books. If you go to Apple Books right now and search Ope Banwo books, you will see, I don't know, between 50 and 100 that have been published there. Just like it's there. Some of those books have not launched. I've never talked about them. But I will when I get to the monetization phase of my hustle. But my goal was that once I get up to 200 books, then I'm going to stop writing for the whole year. Then I'm going to start promoting those books properly with those 7 pillars that I told you. Okay, so that's just one way to monetize your book. We're not going to go deep into all of this, but let's look at other ways you can monetize your book quickly. You can monetize it by having your own website. We are going to be teaching this during the funnel week, week 5, where we're going to show you how to create your own funnel. And remember, one of the promises I made was I was going to give you access to my own funnel creator that is called Bizmatic.io. That website will allow you to build your own funnel. We sell it $1,000, $997. But everybody on the program, in those top 200 that we're making this for, they're going to get it for free. So that way you don't have to pay, because funnel builders are expensive. They normally range between anywhere from $67 a month to $297 a month. They're pretty expensive, but you're going to get one. I own one. To God be the glory, so it makes it easy for you. All I'm just going to give you the 200 of you access. If we had more that are not part of that who want it, I may give them a very huge discount on it, very, very huge, but it's not going to be free because this is my work product, and software is what I make my money on. All this money I'm spending, my niche is software. Training is just coming in now as my second diversion after I establish all those income streams. But you'll be able to create your own website to sell your own books. And that actually is what will give you money immediately, not all those bookstores that you're going to publish to. Because when we show you how to launch your book, you are launching to your own site. You are not launching for them to go and buy it on Amazon. That's a rookie way. Amazon will collect 70% of your royalty to start with. And then it takes time before they pay you your money. But if they buy directly on your own website, you collect 100% of the money. So you let Amazon be giving you their own customers. Social media launch. We're going to show you how to do a social media launch of your book. You won't be launching every week, even though you are writing a book every week. You might decide that you want to launch 4 times a year. So when it gets to the time of your launch, you pick your best book at that time. And then you go through a series of sequences to launch it. I'm a launch master. I told you guys my own very first launch as a software, I did $430,000 the first month, November 2016, when I had my very first software launch. The principles for launching, they are different from genre to genre, but I'm pretty good at it. I've done so many of it. I've taught people so many of it. There was a time I was launching literally every month before I got into all this political stuff 2-3 years ago. So we will show you how to launch your book in the Bookpreneur niche so that you can, because during launch is when you can collect big money immediately. You might find out some of you might sell 200 copies of your book for $19.99 the week that you are launching it. Some of you may sell 500. The ones of you that have money to run on advert, when we show them how to run it, you can sell as many as you want. The question is, do you have the money to run the advert? We'll show you that. You create exclusive offers that makes you more money. I'm not going to explain that too much. Affiliate marketing comes in. See where I say that you are going to do elective of the others. We're going to show you how to apply affiliate marketing in your Bookpreneur niche. Not as an affiliatepreneur proper whose job is to just be selling other people's product and collecting commission, but you integrating affiliate marketing into your book writing and your book production. We'll talk about that. We're going to show you how to create online courses from your book. If you guys were to Google now, you see a book called Launchify 360. Launchify 360 book is selling globally now at $37.99. But I created a training course from that book. I simply, believe it or not, all I did was turn that book into PowerPoint like this one I'm showing you. And then I used it to train. In other words, I took my time on this chapter more now instead of just reading. But I use that book as the content for my course. Guess how much I'm selling Launchify 360 course? $997, $1,000 from a course that was created from a book that I'm selling for $37. So now I even give the books away free because I don't care. The cost that it is based on is $997. To make $10,000 a month, I only need to sell 10. If I really want to do that. So my point to you guys is that you are going to learn from all these your books you are creating. Some of them, you're going to create courses based on them. You're going to post them on Udemy. Those who have courses on Udemy, they are not spirits. Many of them are not even 10% as intelligent as most of us on this call. But they have courses there and you do not. That's the only difference. And it will stun you to know how to create a course. It's ridiculous. We are creating a course right now as I'm talking to you. All these recordings that I'm doing, when we are done, I'm going to have, and I'm saying it in advance, you're going to see me launch them. I'm going to have Bookpreneur Success Blueprints for $97. What do you think that cost is? My 2-hour training every week on Bookpreneur. That's it. If I train every week for 13 weeks, for 2 hours, even though I even go more than that, I will tell Eric to edit it a little bit, cut out all my digressions. I have 2 hours for 13 weeks. That's a 26-hour course. It beats any course out there. So if I put $1,000 on it, people will pay me because it's an amazing, and I'm not going to sell it to Nigeria now. They don't have that $1,000 to pay me. I'll sell it to the Americans. I'll sell it to the British who know the value of a course like that. But it's coming out from a book because all these training tools are going to be transcribed. They're going to see me publish the book. So when you write your book, you can actually turn that your book into very lucrative online courses as an extra income stream. Speaking engagements, yeah, if you say, who will call me? You will surprise yourself. By the time your 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th book in a certain niche only gets out there, before you know it, some people will even be calling you, or you will be taught how to go and approach those who are doing events. And then you volunteer, can I come and speak for free at your event? I'm the author of books on these areas. Let's say you are writing a religious book on deliverance, and somebody is organizing a conference. You approach them, and then you want to speak for free, because I will teach you how to market from stage and make your money. I don't charge to go and speak on anybody's stage, but when I speak, I don't walk away with less than $10,000, $20,000. I've done it in London, I've done it in Ireland, I've done it all over. You are speaking for free. The people think they're very happy that they brought you, they didn't pay you any money. But if you know what you're doing on that stage, by the time you are done and you step down from the stage, like 20K is in your pocket, because you have courses you are going to sell at the end of your presentation. You have a product that you're going to tell them to go and check out at the end of your presentation. You can run webinars or workshops. That is the baba of them all, where you just speak for an hour like I'm talking now, and at the end of the course, at the end of the webinar training, you are saying, listen, we have just taught you about a bookpreneur for this last 1 hour. Obviously, we can't teach you everything, but I've created a course called the Bookpreneur Success Blueprint, where I covered everything. Then you go over all the table of contents, and you tell them it's $497. That if you buy today, I give you 50% discount. It is that simple. It's that crazy. You put 100 people on a call, you might make 10, 20 sales, and you're done. So I'm just running through this quickly for you to dimension that you're in a big niche. Don't think that writing book is just you putting it on Amazon and that's it. There's so many things you can do with it. Every book that you create will show you how to create an audio version. I have audio version of all my books now. Go to Google Store, you're going to see that. I think Apple is de-emphasizing audio books now. But most of those other stores, you will see my audio books there. And audio books sell for 2 or 3 times the price of your print, even though it's the same thing, the same content. You just take an AI tool, it creates the audio version for you, and you publish it. And on and on. So if you understand now that this niche is huge and there's a lot of profitability there, if only you follow the rules. Give me a 10 as we keep this thing moving. Right? Let's go, let's go. That's my third time of using that word. Guys, let's go. Give me a 10. Is the chat open? No, it's not. Ah, my assistant will go for my hand. All right, I've opened it up now. Give me a 10. Awesome. The idea is, remember, these practical ways I just discussed, we are going to have a whole week that we're going to talk about them. So don't worry if I didn't go give you any details. Don't start asking me, repeat what you just said. This is just to show you there's an amazing, amazing market out there. Another income stream is translation and translation rights. We'll show you how to put that into your books. Create merchandise and branded products. By the time, take my my favorite target in this class. Let's say we're going to Mrs. Shola Salakwa Julo, for instance. Let's say she's right. Let's say she picked customer service that she doesn't really like. But or rather, she likes it. She doesn't think the tea has money. But let's say our consumer mama, which is a brand, let's say she's writing books in the area of consumer customer service and consumer needs and all that. Before you know it, she might have a couple of books. If you pick the right title, she starts to sell merchandise there in her store. Consumer mama t-shirt, consumer mama whatever. And those books that you're writing, if you get, like me, I have Confessions of a Guru Wannabe. Like 11 years ago, I was selling Guru Wannabe t-shirts. And there are places you can brand that without even having to invest any money, right? The many places online is called print to order. All you give them is your design. They put it out there and people order it. They will pay for the printing. They will ship it to the person and they pay you your own little money. They collect their cost of printing and their own royalty and they give you your own change. But you have not invested any money. Online community membership site. I shared that with you the other day, Book of the Month Club, where people are paying a subscription to get a free access to your books. So maybe in your Book of the Month Club, Every month, you are publishing a new book for them. And they don't pay anything for that book. But they pay you a subscription, $5 a month, $10 a month. And if you know what you are doing, you grow that subscription to 1,000 people at $10 a month. That's $10,000 a month that you are just going to be collecting on subscription. And then you are just writing books and giving them. You are not even selling your books. Amazon has even perfected it. They have a book club that you subscribe to, and it allows you to read any book that is on Amazon. But they've grown it to millions now. And people pay between, I think, $15 and $19.99 every month. You also will create a membership club around the genre that you are writing in. Weight Losers Association, a club, a consumer alive club, whatever it is. And in that club, what you are offering as a bookpreneur is, if they join this bookpreneur, they're going to get access to your brand new books every week or every month. They won't have to pay anything. Your books are $39.99. Because that's the price you are going to be selling some of your books online. And then you're going to tell them they get it for free. So they're calculating in their head, I'm going to get 4 books a month or 1 book a month for $39. It already covers my membership. They're going to be getting a 1-hour training on a chapter of your book once a week. Something like, we come there. Let me not waste time telling you how to structure your membership. Number 14, sponsored contents. You got to a point where you start selling content in your book that looks like it's part of your own write-up, but it's actually talking about somebody else's product because they are paid in advance. All right, let's leave profitability now. This is not why we're here today. It's to give you an idea what is out there. You are in a massive niche, and if you pick it, that is why you want to stick with it. You are not worried that can this thing make me rich? Can this thing make me money? That's why I spent that 30 minutes showing you a vision of what is going to be possible in this niche. But why we are here today is for you to pick a niche that you are going to be writing on. Before we get into that, I want to introduce you. You already know it. I've mentioned it the first time. But if you don't have this, you can't do this game or you can't do it well. AI tools have taken over the world right now, even though some people still don't get it. People are still trying to go raise people that will create these tools. It's a good thing, but right now the race is who can use these tools to create services and goods for people the most. And that is where you come in. ChatGPT is a secret weapon of bookpreneurs. And my apology, I put blogpreneurs there. I wanted to put bookpreneur, and that was a typo. Okay, is the ultimate secret weapon of blogpreneurs. Because of, I need to change it, but my brain, you see what your brain only remembers what your eye sees. I'm the one preaching it. Let me go do this. For some of you now, your brain just shut down. This man, what is he talking about? Because the slides that Eric gave me, I didn't want to use, so I went to make my own last minute. So bear with me. Okay, so ChatGPT is a secret weapon of bookpreneurs, because it writes any type of book you want it to. You want it to write for you. You don't have to do the research anymore. You don't even have to think too much. You just now need to know how to prompt ChatGPT to write books for you. And I've used this thing to amazing devastation. Let me just put it that way. Because now the only thing limiting you is your imagination. But as a bookpreneur, you're not even going to give in to your imagination. You're going to let that ChatGPT tell you what you should write that people are ready to buy now. Because he has all the information. He has the statistics. He has the figures. If you're in the consumer service industry, for instance, and you want to write a book, you don't just say, oh, let me go write a book on this. That's not your business. You're going to ask ChatGPT. I want to write a book on consumer service. Can you recommend 10 of the best-selling titles I can use that people will be glad to pay money for right now in consumer service? ChatGPT will give you 10 titles. Finish. You pick the one you want. We are going to do it today. So, but if you don't have ChatGPT, I want to encourage you right now on this call, not tomorrow, not next hour, right now. You are going to go to chat.openai.com and you are going to go download that. If you have a phone in your hand, you are going to go to the store and you are going to download the app right now. It is 100% free, at least for their 3.5 version, which is really all you need right now, right? You don't need OpenAI. I'm trying to type it, OpenAI. OpenAI.com. If you don't have it, please, I want you to click this link right now and go download it on your system if you're on the system right now. If you're on the phone, I give you permission, go to your app store, search for ChatGPT, but please do not download the fake ones or the wrong ones that will charge you money. ChatGPT is 100% free for the 3.5 version. You want to look for the logo that look like the one you are seeing right now. White. It's actually white and black, not white and green. White and black. It's more white than black. That is the one you want to download, the one from OpenAI. And if you go on your phone to this link right now, chat.openai.com, you'll be able to download even the phone version from there. It will give you the option to do that. We're going to take a minute for those who don't have it yet to go click right now and go get it. If you already have ChatGPT, give me a C. If you have already downloaded it, you have already tested it, give me a C. If you have not, give me a 0. Come on, I want to see where we are. C or 0. You have it, a C. You don't, 0. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, most of the people here, fantastic. We are ready to rock and roll. Okay, you don't have to waste so much time because I see a few zeros here. Let's give them a minute. Peter, I see you. Miriam, I see you. Please go and download it now. This is your textbook. This is your software. This is your secret weapon. It's all in all for you when it comes to being a bookpreneur. It is a non-negotiable tool. And there's many AI tools like that, but I want you to just focus right now on ChatGPT. It has more than what you need. Don't worry yourself looking for those Gemini or looking for Bookwriter AI. Just focus on ChatGPT for now because it is free for the level that you need. Because the premise of this course is as much as possible what is affordable to the most type of people. And right now, ChatGPT is. While we're waiting for a few who still have zeros in there, I want to give a quick shout out because I said I promised I was going to do that. To Dr. Bosun Tijani, who I saw 2 days ago, has actually started to implement some change into the way he's approaching this. I'm not going to claim credit for it. I'm not going to say it's my stuff that is hearing, but since I call him out every day, I want to give him a big shout out. Not only is he putting in some digital skills training as opposed to technical skills training right now, he has also said in the last a couple of days ago that he's going to start out by giving out 50 free laptops. And I said, well, that's good. Thank you, sir, Dr. Bosun Tijani, but that is embarrassing that your level is 50 computers you want to give out. My name is Ope Banwo, and I'm a nobody. I don't have any money, not anywhere near government or you, sir. And I gave out 60 in 1 day, and I'm giving out more. I'm giving out software for free. You can do better, sir. Federal government has money. If you give to 1,000 Nigerians, it is not going to hurt Nigerian budgets. Only one person has chopped 90 billion. So don't tell us there's no money to be able to give our youths laptops for them to do their work. I personally don't believe right now, though, that you do need to have a laptop, but laptop makes them do job better for those who have it. A time will come where they actually need a laptop to do the more aggressive work. So if government can give them, give them. 50 is not enough. I thank you, sir, that you did do that, because me, I always give credit to whom credit is due. I was so excited when one of my students forwarded me the link just yesterday. It happened 2 days ago. And they are pivoting a little bit into a digital work thing. And I'm the most excited person for that. Like I keep saying, it's not about me being the one doing it. If Dr. Bosun gets into this heavy, we can liberate 100,000 Nigerians in the next 1 year. Because he's got the resources, he's got the cloud, he's got the government, he's got NTA that will promote it for him. He's got all this stuff. And he has also said he will start out by giving 50 laptops out. So maybe you want to check it. I don't have the link here, but I will send it to you guys in the group, and you can go check it out. So we're making a difference, and we are going to keep calling in. Dr. Bosun, we need a national program. for digital skills empowerment. Even as we are still doing the one to empower technical guys who want to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. Let us keep doing that also. It's a good thing. But overwhelming majority of Nigerians, they don't know technical. They don't want to know technical. Ordinary to go and create WordPress blog that I told them yesterday, sir. Some of them are having a headache right now. Just the idea they have to download something and then they have to configure it. Their brain has shut down. I have to be praying and figuring out a way to encourage them so that they don't give up. Because majority cannot handle technical stuff. So trying to solve a 50 million unemployment problem by thinking you want to gather youths to go and learn technical skills is a wrong way to go, with all due respect, sir. That's the battle of 1980. And India already won that, the IT battle. Now the battle is who can use these AI tools to create goods and services for a wanting world. Because there's so many AI tools out there right now, thousands literally every day. So the priority is not creating AI tool anymore. There's an AI tool for that.com. Anybody can go there. Ask it, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. What AI tool will I use? It will recommend at least 100 for you. Some of them free, some of them just $10. You're going to get it done. You go to AI360tools.com, just search the kind of thing you want to do. We have over 2,000 AI tools there. So gathering people to go and be creating tech schools is not the way to go. And by the way, people tell me this, and I'm like, please get it. Last year, and that's a great year by any standard, about 200 plus, 230. You guys listen to Cecilia Akitomide, who's the former vice president at the African Development Bank, and she's also on the board of several banks, the top apostle in the marketplace person who happened to be a friend. You saw her talking. And she said 200 and something startups were funded last year. That's a lot. But in a season of 50 million unemployed, 230 cannot even go near to scratch the surface. But I'll leave it that. Shall I answer my case? Everybody's got ChatGPT. Let's keep it moving. Thank you for keeping me on point. Okay, let's quickly go to, before we write our book for today, I want to give you 10 good reasons why ChatGPT should be your secret weapon. Because I just don't say, oh, go and do it. I hate people telling me that when I was young. You have to tell me why. Why is it critical for you to make ChatGPT your best friend? I'm going to rush through that quickly. Number one, if you want to make money as a Bookpreneur, you need to generate content in a prolific way. You are not going to wait until inspiration catches you. You're a Bookpreneur, meaning that if you're a self-respecting Bookpreneur, your first year, you have to bring out a book a week, 4 books a month, non-negotiable. You are going to force the world to pay attention. You are going to force the marketplace to pay attention to you. The only way you're going to be able to do that is to have a tool that will help you generate content ideas, outlines, and even entire chapters and entire books in literally a matter of minutes. Editing assistance. The reason why a lot of people have not published books. Where am I now? Let me be sure. Yes. Wherever I am in 15 minutes, please, Shola, remind me. 15 minutes, we have to write that book. So we have 45 minutes to do that book. We are at the 1 hour mark right now. Okay. It offers a real grammar and style suggestions, helping authors to publish their manuscripts for readability and coherence. Some of us, editing is a problem. After you finish writing, you have to pay somebody to help you do proofreading, to help you do grammar. ChatGPT solves that problem for you at source. Number 3, research support. ChatGPT can quickly retrieve information from your vast knowledge base, which aids authors in conducting research for their books. AI written books, they are the best research books out there. The reason why many are not proud to even claim it is because they have what I call imposter syndrome. I said that before. Some of you are thinking you're not worthy. If you want to be in the area of literature, you can take any of Wole Soyinka books, for instance, and give ChatGPT an idea of the kind of thing in that area you want to write. He will write it for you, be close, if not better. And that's a professor who's done this thing for 50 years. But are you going to go write a poem I'll be able to claim it against well, you cannot do that. Because your brain is telling you are not a literary giant. But yet, you have a sonnet that is better than the best sonnet out there. So you're going to be struggling with that for months until you finally get it. Number 4 reason why you have to get this: audience engagement. Authors can use ChatGPT to develop engaging social media posts, newsletters, blog articles to build momentum for their audience. Because as a bookpreneur, you're going to have your own blog. It's just that the way you blog on your blog is different from the way a blogpreneur will do their own. Your own, you may not blog more than once a week because your blog is supporting your book business. Your blog is not your business. For a blogpreneur, their blog is their business, while their ability to write book is supporting their blog business. Elective, remember, principal and elective. Number 5, marketing copy. Because you have to sell these books, that is why you are writing them. You need to create marketing copy for them. You're not going to be paying people for everything. You are being too prolific to have time for that. You should be able to write a compelling email. You should be able to write a compelling social media post that will sell your book. ChatGPT will assist you to do that. You tell it something as simple as just publish a book called Confessions of a Guru Wannabe. Can you give me 6 compelling, highly converting, and highly viral social media posts that I can use to promote this? 15 seconds. ChatGPT gives it to you. You can put that against the best marketing agency in the world, and it will be okay. ChatGPT does that for you. Number 6, email marketing campaigns. You are going to need that over the next 12 weeks as we begin to teach you several areas to monetize. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. You have 12 weeks. I used to teach this in a 5-day class. Now we got 12 weeks. So you are going to get it. It's not complicated. Email campaign is one of the most profitable ways for you to sell your books. Most authors don't even know that. They don't even have a mailing list. They don't even have a autoresponder account because nobody taught them that. But you will learn that. Where when your next book comes out, you are promoting it to the same people who have been reading your blog. The same people who bought your last book are more likely to buy your current book. Buy your current book, believe it or not. You have, according to marketing statistics, you have a 4 times better chance of selling to somebody who bought from you before than to sell to a new person. That's why you want to have a mailing list of everybody who ever bought your book. They are your fans. They are the ones that will say, Shola Salakone's book on consumer clinical is out. Let me quickly go and get it. 70% of them will not read it, but that's not your problem as long as they pay you your money. People don't read. Even the ones that you bought, how many did you read? So that's life, but they'll pay you the money, especially if you have learned how to sell, which you're going to learn. Anyway, number 7, you can do better marketing analysis of your competitors, of what is selling out there. ChatGPT can help you make data-driven decisions about your book's positioning and promotion. Number 8, author branding. It can assist you in developing a consistent brand by suggesting taglines, bios. I don't even write any book now without asking ChatGPT. I will have to ask you, can you give me a compelling, highly viral a tagline for this book I just wrote? Give me 5 suggestions. Give me 5. The one I like, I pick, then I may edit it a bit or 2, and then tell it rewrite again. By the time we talk 3 or 4 times, in less than 5 minutes, I have the best tagline for my book, instead of me waiting and cracking my head. Number 9, plot development. For those of you who are going to be writing fiction, and fiction is one of the best-selling genre of books out there right now. Okay, you're going to need ChatGPT to help you brainstorm tweets, character arcs, dialogue, enhancing the overall storytelling experience. Secret say, what is about plagiarism? Just be patient. I'm telling you how to learn ChatGPT for now. There is nothing like plagiarism if you know what you are doing. Because you will tell ChatGPT, I don't want you to plagiarize. I don't want you to copy anybody's stuff. I want original content. It will tell you, yes, sir. And then it will give you original content. And just in case it was hallucinating and not give correct. There's a place after you're done, you take your stuff to another write-up, you go to an AI detection tool, and there's so many of them. One of them is called Quillbot. You upload your book there and say, okay, identify, can you tell me what percentage of this book is written by AI and what is written by man? It will tell you. And then it will tell you, do you want me to fix it for you? And then right fixes, start giving you suggestions until they help you remove all the stuff. What are you talking about, plagiarism? I've got 106 books to prove it. Don't take my word. Go to Google Store, search me. Go to Apple Store, search Ope Banwo books. Go to Google. 70% of those books are 100% AI written, and they are live. They are live on 50,000 bookstores. Tell me about plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is nothing, according to Flavor. All right, number 10, time efficiency. And by the way, even Google has recognized now that AI don't take over. They published a press release a while back that they will not even penalize your blog for having AI content anymore. Google said it, Google it. The only thing is they want your content to be relevant, to be addressing the audience you address. Because why? They own their own AI tool. They're the one that own Google Gemini. Google owns Gemini. Then you can write your book faster. It speeds up various writing and marketing tasks for you. When you're trying to write a book, it speeds it up and call it 100 times faster. When you're trying to get to the point where you want to market your book, it speeds up your process 10 times faster. Every which way you look at it, it speeds up everything for you. Setting up your funnel. When we get to that in week 5, how to set up your sales pages and your sales funnels. AI tools is what we're going to use. Maybe not ChatGPT for that. We're going to take it to the AI of Canva. Canva will create your sales page for you. Yes, it will sound fast, like Shola said yesterday, but by the time you watch it 2 or 3 times, all of a sudden, this is ridiculous. And I want to give a big thumbs up to Shola, my running mate in this game. Remember yesterday, she was one of the first people saying, this video is too fast. Some of us have to go look at it. After all that whining, guess what? She sent me a WordPress blog live today. Somebody clap for that lady. It's not easy because she's in the generation of me. Not all you young boys. Some of you have not created your own. A mama that doesn't need to do it. She already has her income all set. She's just interested in this stuff. She did it and she stayed on it until she got it done. One day. So what is your excuse? You stay with it. And she told me something that really gladdened my heart. She said, oh, it's not yet perfect, but I'm still working on it. But I went in there, I was like, whoa. I saw the site is there. I saw something on it, the welcome blog. And you are 24 years old. You are still giving yourself excuse. That's somebody on national boards. That's somebody that has a national recognition name. But you are here, nobody knows you. Even your streets, they don't know who you are. But you are too big to watch a video 5 times, 10 times. If that's what it's going to take. It's 15 minutes video. They gave it to you yesterday. You carry your bar, put it on side, say we die here today. Keep playing it and be doing this much more. Oh yeah, let's go to a bonus reason why you want to use ChatGPT as your secret weapon is that it can learn your mannerism. Yeah, it knows my mannerism now. I even have my own clone. I'm going to go deep for you guys. He knows how I think. He knows I'm crazy. I'm scatterhead. And when he's writing for me, he's writing like me. When I get lazy, thank God I'm still a very good writer by myself. I can write fast. I can type fast. But I realize I don't even have to do that. The day I want to be lazy, I'll tell you, okay, this is what I want to write about. Talk to me. He will write like me. And that's the beauty. So if you are writing in the same niche, after 2-3 weeks, ChatGPT will know the way you write. As a matter of fact, if you wanted to learn who you are faster and you already have some writing somewhere, you upload your book or your thesis of stuff that you have written before and tell it to memorize the writing style, memorize the way you write, the way you put your whatever. Now, when ChatGPT writes for me, believe it or not, I have this bad habit. Most times I type so fast. When I want to put to, most times I put OT instead of TO. It's part of corrections. Now I've seen some writing generated for me that has that spelling mistake there. You have seen it as part of me. And I'm like, stop this. This is not, I don't want to have this. I don't want it. That's the beauty. So if you are consistent and you are consistently, yes, Christiana Bakut, what are you reminding me? Okay, we are almost there. I said 15 minutes past, so I have 6 minutes. So by leveraging AI to generate high quality content, you can position yourself as an industry thought leader in your niche as a bookpreneur. And then you build stronger relationships with your audience. All right, let's go write a book. How many of us are ready to write our first book with ChatGPT tonight if you have not done it before? Give me a 10. Let's go. Give me a 10 if you're ready. All right, I see you, Patrick. I see Deola. I see Tunji, Abe, Femi. Let's go. Pastor Ambrose, I see you. Those are my own daddies on this call. These are people that are driving cars that when you see them, like, what are they looking for here? But they also want to learn. Everybody knows retirement is coming. So that they are not bored at home. For many of them here, it's not about the money. It's about, okay, let me too be able to struggle with my son. For one, he has a, before Reverend will say, Daddy, why are you doing like this? Anyway, let's go back to the thing. So what we're going to do now, and you also understand this is going to be your assignment. We're going to write a book, and I deliberately set aside that 45 minutes. I know that's more than enough to write the first book. And then you're going to use those same strategy I'm teaching right now to write your own book before I normally give you the next 24 hours. Remember, you have a whole week to do this stuff. That's your assignment for this week. But the first 20, as I said, I always reward. By the way, those of you submitted your blogs, the top 20, trust me, you are going to get your reward as I promised. For the regular class, I said I was going to give them 5,000 naira for the first 20. And then our daddies and mommies, I was going to give them one of my books, especially I'm going to give them the one about loss of digital marketing. Because I know that's a very important book for you to know what are the laws that you need to know if you're doing digital marketing generally. So this one also, every one of you on this call right now, you should be able to write your first book over the next 4, 5, 6, maybe 24 hours. And then learning how to get the cover and all of that stuff to get it published this week. Okay, let's get to it. The first thing you want to do, I want to talk the theory before I switch to ChatGPT now. Determine the genre and the niche and the theme you want to write in. You have to decide what kind of books do you want to write, such as a novel, non-fiction, biography, whatever, and what the central theme of your book will be. And remember what I've been teaching. I strongly suggest you stick to one genre in all your books. If you are writing on customer service or things to do with consumer stuff, stay there. Be an expert author in that niche. If you are writing about prayers, Pastor Leke has close to 100, and he doesn't even use ChatGPT, by the way. I don't know if he started now. Probably, I don't know, 50, 60 books on prayer. That's why he's celebrated globally, because he focused. Everybody that's ever focused on writing in one niche, they've been able to make a name for themselves. ChatGPT is just a tool for you to write now. I'm saying some of you will not even use it. Like my 16-year-old daughter, she has refused to use ChatGPT. There's nothing I tell her. She said, no, it's cheating. She's not going to do it, blah, blah, blah. She has written her second novel. Her first novel was at the age of 13. And when I finally introduced her to ChatGPT last year, she just screamed that, Daddy, this is not right. But she's been trying to come up with a plot twist to do the continuation segue from her book 1 that she wrote at 13 to do the follow-up in book, and she was struggling. So I took her to my office downstairs. And I said, okay, are you struggling with? Saying, you know, my character, Navia, the shattered windows. She ended the book by putting a primary character in a sanatorium. So now she needs to break her out of there so that she can start the new book that she's doing. And she's been struggling about how to put it together. But that's not the problem. I took her downstairs, I opened up ChatGPT, and we told ChatGPT the problem. I just finished, my first book was on this person who ended up in a sanatorium. Now I need to write a follow-up to that book, and I need her to be able to break out of that sanatorium in a way that will help us to be able to position the character for this new genre that we want to write. I hit enter. the thing blew up and my daughter freaked out. I think I didn't prepare enough for what she's about to see. She literally freaked out. That, oh my God, Daddy, this is cheating. I've tried to do this for like months. I can't do it. I said, okay. 5 years from now, you are going to beg me to use this stuff. But if you don't want to use it, you are still 15. She was 15 then. Now she's 16. Do it your own way. She's a very stubborn girl. So she's doing it her way. But my point is, you are a commercial author. You are not my daughter. She's 16 last month or 2 months ago. Money is not a priority. She's still in this cloud nine of pristine, and I don't want to introduce her to money like that. But she says she's not going to school again. But you are a bookpreneur. Your job is to write book that will make you money. I'm not here to apologize. You are going to use ChatGPT to determine where is the money? Where am I going to write on? Now, why is it important? And I promise you, we are going to then go into the book writing. This is still background material. It is so important for you to stick to one genre in your commercial book business as a bookpreneur. If you're writing on Christian stuff, stay there. If you're writing on health, stay there. If you're writing on law, stay there. You can write literally 1,000 books on any niche you pick. I'd like to use the example of a guy I met on the cruise. I told you guys all about it. The person that opened my eyes to writing books for money. This was before the age of ChatGPT. I'm talking 7, 8 years ago. The man writes books only on apnea. And as at the time I met him on a cruise for marketers, he was already doing £12,000 a week in royalty, only from Amazon, sir. All this proliferation is not even there. How was he doing it? He had a team of 3 writers that he hired from Philippines or somewhere. They are the one that write his books for him every month. He pays them like $100, $200. They write him a book on apnea, 40-page book, 50-page book. Then he puts it on Amazon Kindle. At the time I met him, he had 60 books on apnea. Many of you don't even know what that is right now. Apnea is, I learned it from him. I didn't know what it was myself. I know of insomnia. I didn't know about apnea. The apnea is a sleeping disorder. 60 books on sleeping disorder. And you are telling me you cannot write 60 books on customer service or 60 books on law? You haven't thought about it yet, or you haven't asked ChatGPT. So you want to stick. Why do you do that? Number one, target audience. Writing in a single genre allows you to build a dedicated readership with within that specific genre. Most readers often return to authors who consistently deliver the type of content they enjoy. I'm a gray man addict. For those of you who know about gray man books, any novel that has gray man in there, sight unseen, I buy. Why? Because the first one I read, I was just so crazy about it, I decided that I am going to be buying every book that is written by that guy. That's why, because the man doesn't write on anything else, but the gray man is like a super spy type of guy. That's why you want to do that. You will start to collect audience that will be buying your stuff sight unseen. It also makes it easier for you to start a club. There will be a subscription club where people are paying you every month just to subscribe to your books, your new books coming out. They'll pay you $10 a month to get your $29 book, or maybe twice a month. You are giving them value of $58 for only 10 cents. Brand consistency. Sticking to one genre helps you establish a clear author brand. Readers come to associate your name with that particular style. Wole Soyinka himself, even before you guys understand what I'm talking about, Wole Soyinka is only writing on literature stuff, literary stuff. And when you look at this, when he's writing his plays, they have a certain flavor to them. Yes, sir. Someone say, can I publish my mathematics book? You can publish any book you want. The question is, are people going to pay money for it? And you have to ask yourself, I don't know. You have to research that. You are not writing mathematics books because you want to do intellectual masturbation. You are writing it because you want to make money. So now, whether people pay for mathematics books, I don't know. I know I have not bought any, at least for the last 40 years. But that's not my area. Number 3, expertise. I was just responding to David Ola, who asked that question. Expertise. Focusing on one genre enables you to become an expert in that field. The more you write in the same area, the better you are going to be. So the better your writings will become. Number 4, cross-promotion. When you have multiple books in the same genre, they can cross-promote each other. That's what is happening with my own cookbooks. I mean, they make money online niche. But one day, many years ago, I just woke up, I want to write cookbooks because I met a guy on a cruise too. I go to cruise every year with the top marketers in the world. That's where I get a lot of great ideas about new things that is happening. The man told me he's the one that wrote America's Most Wanted Recipes. That's a book that is due over $3 million for him, as at the time I met him. He got a Mark and Chester and all of those coming promoting for him. And he only had 8 of those or so. I'm like, if this man can hold down America's Most Wanted Recipes, why can't I also hold down Africa's Most Wanted Recipes? That's how the idea started. But what I realize now is that when somebody buys Igbo concussions, they are seeing the other books, Hausa concussions, Swahili concussions, Uganda concussions, all of them, 15 of them. They tend to buy 3 or 4 more. That's cross-promotion because all those sets, they were in the same genre, even though that's not even my genre proper. I mean, make money online genre, that's where I wrote most of my books. But I have these 15 books that was written more like a kind of, on a fling that is now leading in the royalties that I get every month. Number 5, publishing and marketing strategy. Publishers and marketing teams often prefer authors. Those of you already asking advanced questions, pay attention to what I'm saying here. Faith, please. You are too focused on what is not yet your problem. Is it advisable for you to write on only fictional, traditional? I don't care what you write about. That's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm saying what you do choose to write about, be consistent, stay with it. If you want to be a fictional, traditional novelist, then be there. Write 100 books in that area. Universe has no choice but to recognize you as an authority. Meaning that when they are looking for those who speak in that area, they call you. Why do you think TBC and Co are calling me to come and speak about digital works empowerment? I was still there yesterday. I switched from this class to TVC online. They had to patch me in through a Zoom. We were talking politics. The next thing I know, they're asking me questions about digital skills empowerment. Because that's all I talk about now. The same way, that's all you write. That's what they're going to talk to you about. So, now understand this, that yes, there are some few authors who write in multiple genres. Specialization is not the only part of success. But what I recommend as the fastest route is for you to stick to one genre. It is faster, it is easier for me to take you to the promised land. I promised you when we started this, $1,000 a month after 12 months of hustle. Then you can take yourself to 10,000 a month, 100,000 if you want. It is easier for me to help you to sell more books if you are writing in the same genre, because everything I'm going to be teaching you is going to be revolving around that. But it's your choice. Let's get to the second thing. You set a goal for your book. Forget theory. I'm done here. Let's go to do this thing. Let's leave all this theory inside. Let's write this book. Okay, let me look for my ChatGPT here. Where is it? I think I opened it up before I started talking. Let me see. No. Excuse me, guys. I thought I had it open. Aha. Okay, cool. Now let's go to practicals for the next 30 minutes and get this show done. If you can see my ChatGPT screen, can you just give me a 5 right now? Okay, it's not a dramatic thing. The way you write with ChatGPT, for those of you who have not really gone through it deeply, is you give it what is called prompts. You can see on this side, you can see that I practice exactly what I preach. Look at my stuff on the side. See, I have a folder for Ope Loyalty File. I do a lot of stuff there. When I want to write for somebody, I want to praise somebody, I want to do a birthday, whatever, that is where I start. I give it prompts about the person. I go and gather data about that person. And then I give it enough data to give me a very relevant birthday ovation for that person. You can see me when I'm my Fish for Life initiative. Look at it here. You see all the conversations, most of the stuff that I'm writing and discussing on my, if I want to write my press release, I want to plan whatever I use. So you operate with it with what is called prompts, basically question and answer. So we are going to use it now to write our very first book. When you log in, at least the 3.5, let me be sure that's what I'm using. So this one is 4.0. I don't want to use 4.0 is the first, the most advanced, but let's use the 3.51 because that's the one all of you are going to have, so that you don't tell me tomorrow, me, I use a more specialized version. So let's write a book. Let me move this up so that we can go. You're going to see me put the prompt in there. Now, the first thing we are going to do, somebody talked about plagiarism last time. The first thing you want to start with, you are going to tell ChatGPT, we are going to be collaborating to write a book together. And you're going to tell it, I don't want you to plagiarize, and I don't want you to go and copy anybody's content. I will post my prompt into ChatGPT, and I also post it into the chat. Please, I want to beg my class manager, Shola Salako, please, I'm giving you assignment now, not even my guys, for the seniors class. Whatever prompt I post, can you just copy it for me and then post it into the chat for the people, so that because they're going to ask me later, now I don't give you work. All of us do this work together. Then a Bishop and a Funke, you post into the Funke, you should take that. Funke, are you still here? Can you identify yourself? That's our national security. Okay, great. You want to copy every prompt, okay? And guys, you want to do me a favor on the inner circles, that is the regular inner circle, sorry, the regular Bookpreneur, the regular Bookpreneur chat. Do not make comments for now, so that all those prompts can be together. When you start typing stuff and you're going to mess it all up, and it's just going to be for everybody's loss, not my loss. So stay off the chat, the WhatsApp group right now. You can type chat here inside of our Zoom chat, that's fine. But on the WhatsApp group, just don't respond to anything that Funke is going to be posting in the Bookpreneur chat group. Madam Shola is going to be posting in the seniors group. And I want to beg the seniors, don't respond to our chats for now, so that you can have all the prompts in one place, because you're going to need it. And then when you start asking me, I'm not going to give it to you because, all right, yes, good point. Yetunde, thank you. Admins, I think Shola is an admin there. You want to log the chat for now, so that people don't have to, they can't respond to you. Funke, you also want to log the chat in the main Bookpreneur group. All right, so here is the first prompt you are going to give it. I'll pre-type some of this so that I don't have to start the typing from scratch and waste all the money. You're going to say, ChatGPT, I'm adding to this now, we are going to collaborate in writing some books. But before we start writing the chapters, please, I want you to write with sufficient perplexity, complexity, and bustiness. Those are three important words. They are not critical for if you don't remember it, but when you put that, it makes your work better, because they are technical words that ChatGPT understands very well. Perplexity, complexity, and bustiness. Don't ask me what they mean. I don't care. I'm not going to tell you. Though I know, just know that when you use those three words, ChatGPT understands them very well. It's a code word for it to say, don't plagiarize, don't mess around, just give me exactly what I want in an original format. So please, I want you to write with sufficient perplexity, complexity, and bustiness that is needed to write this book original, unique, to make this book original, unique, and engaging. Write the content from scratch. ensuring it is not plagiarized from any source. Now, please confirm you understand this instruction. That is the first prompt you start with if you really want to do it professionally. Okay, I just posted it. Now we're going to wait for it to respond. All right, you can see right there. You see it answering me. I understand the request. I'll ensure the content is crafted with ample perplexity, complexity, and bossiness to captivate readers and maintain originality. See, it responds to you. Now they've even improved ChatGPT that as it's giving you content, it's even going to give you some reference points that you can go and use to even upgrade the content it gave you or to make it better. You can see that. But don't worry about all those sources. That is even for those who are doing research. Some schools are allowing you to even use ChatGPT now, as long as you provide your sources. So do we all get that? This is the prompt for it to not plagiarize. If you get that, give me a 1. Come on, people, we are doing this thing together. I want you to flow with me. Then the next question. You want to tell it, assuming that you are starting this thing from scratch, you have not written a book with ChatGPT before, and you want to start. So you're going to give your, you're going to give it the next prompt, which is ChatGPT. I'm a bookpreneur. Let me see. I'm a bookpreneur with a business purpose to write commercially successful books to audiences that are willing and able to pay for my books as I publish them. Now, I want you to suggest 10 of the most profitable genres for successful bookpreneurs. My apologies there. That I can choose to focus on to write books that will solve problems or provide valuable information or knowledge that people will be willing and able to pay for. This long story, just in case you can't remember this whole thing and you can't see your prompt, or you are simply telling it, advise me on the top 10 best-selling genres out there that I can go and write books on. Boom. Post that thing that I'm going to post it also into the chat for Shola and Co to help me copy and post somewhere else. So now, stuff just froze. Give me a second here, please. Right, post it into chat. This thing's not going. My internet is stuck, but just give me a minute because the okay, it's gone now. Now you can see it.
ChatGPT as a bookpreneur aiming for commercially successful books, focusing on.
Sorry, he also has audio now. It can actually be. You can converse with it in audio. Just talk to it; it will respond to you. I just stopped the audio now. Here's the question: ChatGPT as a bookpreneur aiming for commercially successful books, focusing on profitable genres that offer valuable information or solution is crucial. Here are 10 possible profitable genres to consider. He gave me the top 10 in his own opinion, based on all the information he has. Number 1 that he listed for me, knowing the kind, see, he also knows my personality. You might get your own in different orders. Self-help and personal development. He explained a little bit, offering guidance on personal growth, motivation, and success. Business and entrepreneurship, providing insights into starting, managing, and growing whatever. Health, finance and investing, health and wellness, technology and innovation, cooking and nutrition, parenting and family, education and learning. This is assuming you have not yet picked a niche. ChatGPT just gave you idea of 10. If you don't like any of these 10, you can tell it to give you the next 10 best. So now you have 20 of the most profitable niches out there. What I'm saying to you is that if you're going to be a bookpreneur, want to be making profit with your book, you want to pick a niche that is profitable. You don't want to go and be writing book on mathematics. How many people buy books on mathematics? You have to get this. You're a bookpreneur. I'm not going to say you won't sell books as a mathematics book writer. People will write it for you. But how many do you want to sell? You are a bookpreneur. You buy, it's like somebody selling stuff in the Igbo market. You are not going to take something to Igbo market that people don't buy, even just because you love it, because you want to sell. You take oranges, you take pure water, you take stuff that people buy. You are not going to take stuff that they don't want to the place. Same way as a bookpreneur. You are not writing based on what you want. You are writing based on what people want. As you can see right here, this is what people are paying for. It's what he told you. Based on the instruction that we gave it, the type of book we say we want to write. We want to write books that we sell, bottom line. If you don't remember the old detail, just tell ChatGPT, I want best-selling areas I can write books on. It's the same thing. Now it's giving us 10. Because the first one is suggested for me. Now, all of these are good. If you ask for another 10, it's going to give you 10. So any of those 20 will be awesome, in my personal opinion. So you can then look at them, the one you have the most Basi, you are probably looking for the wrong. I just showed you. Look at this logo right here. That's the one you are looking for right here. It is free and it is 3.5. Yes, if it gives you a 4.01 for free, maybe they've made that free now. I don't know. The 4.01 just came out. I just saw it today for the first time myself. See, there's a GPT 4.400. I don't know what that one came up today. This one right here. I saw it for the first time today. Maybe they just dropped it. Okay, they're now saying 4.0 is free now. See, I didn't know that. I saw it today and I'm like, what the heck? So maybe what they've done is that they've now elevated everybody to the 4.0. It used to be a paid version. Okay, I hope you guys are flowing with me here.
It's typing what you are saying into the screen. No?
Because it's, I'm trying to stop the audio version now. Yes, it's typing. You can see that's not what I want. That's what happened when they over start to work too much on this thing. Regular boys like me will not be able to use it again. I lie you. Let me get that out of here. Okay, no wonder my stuff is slow. I see. He's trying to do the audio version, and me, I don't want audio. Is it by force? Okay, let's just not spend time on that. So here, we've got 10 genres that have been suggested. So if it's 4.0 you get, please, you're even better. You're better off. Because that's a better version of 3.5. I'm using 3.5 now because to me, it gave me everything I need. So now, it gives you a free trial. All right, let's just do whatever. Don't waste my time. Now we're going to pick self-help and personal development. I love that. That's an area I am in my books. My 100 books, about 70 of them are in that niche. The one about cooking, I just dabble into that. That's why you don't see me being proud of it in public, even though it's my best-selling set of books. You think that if I have any sense, I should just go into cooking full time as a writer. But that's not what I wanted to identify myself with. So we pick this one. So you then tell ChatGPT, I have chosen I like to copy back to what you just told me. I've chosen the self-help and personal development, offering guidance on personal motivation, blah, 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 niche. Now you have told it, you have not chosen. Remember, once you choose, you want to stay there. Your next 10 books or next 20 books should be in this genre that you are picking today. And you're going to pick one before you leave here. If you have to do some exercise yourself, you're going to pick one. I have picked self-help and personal development. Or do we ask for another 10 more before we start writing the book? Do you guys get the idea of what I'm saying here? Okay, let me just do this. Now, give us 10 more of the best-selling genres to write in. I want you to have a 20 so that you can't tell me You cannot find one because you are going to pick one before we go home today. It's writing it for you. It's trying to gives you another 10. Now you got 20. Don't tell me you cannot find one that you love out of this 20. You are a bookpreneur. You are writing books to sell. Pick areas that people are already paying money for. Number 11 now is mystery and detective, historical fiction, romantic suspense, young adult fiction, science fiction, fantasy, all of that. But I'm picking the very first one. So you have 20 niches now. Now the next thing you want to tell you, okay, I picked the self-development niche. Now give me 10 great, viral, and highly converting book titles that I can write on, with most probability of commercial success. You are not picking topic to write by yourself. You are telling a machine that has more access to research than you can ever get to advise you. That's what we are doing right now. Now it's giving you here the 10 compelling things. It's giving us 10 book titles. This could be your very first 10, as a matter of fact, when you do it on your own. Unlock your potential, a roadmap to personal growth and success. Mindset mastery, transform your thinking, transform your life. The power of positive habits, how to build success one habit at a time. Fearless living, conquer your fears and embrace your potential. That's one I'm going to pick because me, I love anything that is fearless. I'm the fearless entrepreneur. So it gives you 10 potential book titles you can write on in your niche. You are not here to be sentimental. You can ask it to give it another 10 more, and then you start writing the first one. You look for the ones you like. You can amend the title a little bit. You don't have to take everything, tell you hook, line, and sinker, right? Don't be lazy. You read it. If you feel that you can add one or two things to make it even better, or you can tell it, I like this title, but I want you to make it sexier. Okay, let's take one now. So let's say we take that number 4 suggestion for a book. I like to write on your suggestion number 4. This one I'm typing in real life, but I want you to make it a sexier payoff line that is exciting, more viral, and highly marketable. Just put whatever. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to post that one right in there. So now it's going to think about it. It's going to give me a new title for that. So it's giving me another title, Fearless Living. Unlock your inner power and seize limitless. Oh, starting to take my words. I don't know what I did today. I have to go and, that means I have to go and remaster this audio version. I don't want to do audio. So here's the title it's giving me now. Let's say we like that. Now you have the title of your first book. Remember, I gave you 10 on titles to write on in the genre that you have chosen. Are you all still flowing with me here? If you are confused, give me a 0. If you get it, give me a 5. Because when we leave this place, don't tell me you don't know how to write your first book. Okay, so we're going to go back. Now we have picked the title. We're not going to say, now I want you Oh, sorry, I forgot to post that prompt. My apologies. All right, Lufunke, you got it. The one before that is I've chosen the self-help. I don't think I posted that. So this one, this last one I just posted comes before that other one. My apologies for that. All right, so now the next prompt is, now I want you to now give me a great table of content. You can decide how many chapter books you want of your book that you want to write. And I want to encourage you to look at rival books, see what kind of the average kind of chapters books in that genre normally give. But typically I like a 20 chapter book. Regardless, I'm going to say, give me a great table of contents, content outline, we even call it table of contents, for a 20 chapter book on fearless living, unlocking your inner power and limitless possibilities. That's the title that we chose. So we're going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to tell it to give us the table of content. And that is the prompt right there. Boom. In a few seconds, it gave you your table of contents. How hard is this, guys? Now you are looking at a table of content. What you then do is, of course, every answer is given, you are copying it. Let me start from here so you don't, I'm going to copy my table of content here. Then I'm going to post it on my Word document because you are writing your book as you go. I just created a new Word document now. I'm going to post the table of contents there. Boom. They are not seeing my table of content because I don't want to switch screen, but I posted it on my Google, sorry, on my Facebook. I said Facebook. On my Microsoft Word, whatever Word document you are using, this is it right here. As you can see, my table of contents. There's nothing complicated there. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Prostitute. This one I don't like switching over. Right here, okay? If you see, don't understand what magic is happening here. Now you are looking at a table of content. The next thing you want to then do, now you want to write a book. You then pick chapter 1. Right there, you select it. That's the way I do it. By the way, there are some AI tools that will write the book for you, the whole book, 200 pages, 100 pages, with one prompt. I don't recommend that. I would rather you go chapter by chapter because you also you want to know what is in the book that you are writing. Because after you publish the book and they ask you a question about it, you don't want to call my name. If you can't even remember, if you don't even understand your own book, it's going to give you a great book. And by the way, you can also tell it, I want you to write at the comprehension level of a 20-year-old, or I want you to write as somebody who has been in the personal development niche for the last 20 years. So whatever level of complexity you want your book to be, if you want to write at professor level, you will tell it, I'm a professor, or imagine that you're a professor of 30 years training this in the university. Now I want you to write a book on this topic for me. What it will write for you is different from when you say, I want to write a book as a new writer for the comprehension level of an 18-year-old. The way you write is different. You have to decide what audience are you writing for, and you inform ChatGPT that I didn't do that earlier. So now we want to write chapter 1. Now write chapter 1 on, you will quote back to it the same the same chapter 1 that he gave you. Now I'm going to add that prompt that I didn't put before. As you write, I want you to write at the level of a 20-year veteran in the veteran professional in the personal development niche. So the level of your writing will be elevated. Depending on where you are going, you know, I hope you get that. So I'm going to, you see the mistake I always make? You see the way I write to now, OT. The weary. Sometimes now when he writes back to me, he spells my toe like that. Because, you know, so that way you are not going to know that it's not me writing. Anyway, I've corrected it. I don't want him to be doing that stupid stuff. Okay, here. Boom. Let me copy the prompt. Now it's writing. Oops. Can't copy again. Okay. Now it's written the chapter. Welcome to the journey towards fearless living. In this chapter, we embark on a profound exploration of what it truly means to live fearlessly and unlock the boundaries, a boundless potential that lies within each and every one of us. As a seasoned veteran in the realm of personal development, I understand the pivotal role that fear plays in shaping our lives and limiting our growth. Over the past decades, I've witnessed, you see, it's writing like somebody's been doing it for 20 years. I've witnessed countless individuals hindered by fear, unable to grasp the opportunities that awaited them. Fearless living is not about the absence of fear, but rather the courage to confront it head-on and transcend its constraints. It's about embracing discomfort, uncertainty, vulnerability as analysts for growth and transformation. Through my extensive experience in guiding individuals towards personal empowerment, I've come to recognize that true liberation arises when we dare to step outside our comfort zones and challenge the status quo. In this chapter, we will lay the foundation for your journey towards fearless living. We will delve into the psychology of fear, of unraveling its intricate mechanism and shedding light on its pervasive influence. Moreover, see, beautiful chapter. That's your chapter 1 right there. I'm going to copy this. Boom. There's a button at the bottom that allows you to copy the content. You click here, you copy, and then you go back to your book on Microsoft Word, insert page break. Every time you want to put a new chapter, let me go back there and show you. It's easy for many of you. We still have struggle doing this basic stuff, but let me just show you right now. So this is your page 1 for now. Remember, you're still going to get all of this thing formatted for you. You go to, at the top of your Microsoft Word, there's a button that says Insert right here. You click on Insert at the top, then you click Page Break. Don't just tap down. It's going to make your book all messed up. You click Page Break. It's going to give you a clean page. I assume which is a standard. So if you didn't know that before, that's how you want to do. You want to start each chapter on a new page break. Then you right click and then you paste. Finished. All of this, if you want to have sources for your book, you can leave it there. But typically, since I'm going to remove it from myself, I don't put sources. I'm not a professor. I just want to sell book that will make me money. So all that stuff, I don't get time. So now let's go back again. All right, we are back. Eric, if you're there, or Bishop or Funke, you guys should come and give me an alternative internet here. One freaks out, the other one will kick him. Shall now write chapter 2. I will typically copy that chapter 2 from the table of content it gives me and just paste it. Now write chapter 2 on understanding fear and its impact. And then you click enter. Then ChatGPT gives it to you. Sorry, my internet is still struggling with the enter. Let's give it time. Right, we're still on chapter 1 because it's not, the enter is not going, meaning that my internet is frozen. Can you guys still hear me? Because my internet. Me, I'm drinking my Fanta, or is it my, what am I drinking? Okay, Chivita. Okay, I think we are back. Or am I gone again? Hey, Jesus Christ.
Oh, sir, we can hear you, sir.
All right. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you now, sir.
NEPA will not shame us. Okay, let's go for the next chapter. Now write. You are saying now write chapter 2. You give you the title of that chapter 2. And then you hit enter. Now he writes it. That is the prompt for chapter 2, and chapter 2 is been written. We are not going to switch over to Microsoft Word. You already know what to do. You copy it, and then you paste. Okay, somebody's saying, Funke, I'll post the chapter 1 prompt for you right here. Here's the prompt for chapter 1. Okay. Now that we have written chapter 2 clearly, look at what it gave you in chapter 2. I'm not going to read it all, but you can see, you read it for yourself. Make sure it's still making sense. Remember, ChatGPT is still a work in progress. Sometimes it starts to hallucinate. It will be telling you something totally unrelated to what you just asked it, and you'll be asking yourself what's going on. That's why you need to read. Make sure what you are giving made sense. Now we have written chapter 2. I'm not going to tell it, write the next